Good afternoon, everybody. We are greatly honored to have with us at this inaugural ceremony for the 28th General Assembly, Mr. Xi, the Vice President of the People's Republic of China, and I invite him to stand for his entrance. To open this ceremony.
Good afternoon, of the Executive Committee of the IAU. I am pleased to welcome all of you, the members and guests of the Union, to our 28th General Assembly here in Beijing. The Union is really carried out by you members individually on a day-to-day basis throughout the year. This year we are honored to be in China. Their studies and understanding of the sky extend back thousands of years and form the basis for many paradigms that are still held valid. One of the most important of these paradigms, the fact that the sky is constantly changing, was not initially shared by the Western world. The fact that it took 20 centuries for the West to accept this clear fact is remarkable. That creative people in this part of the world were making perceptive studies of the cosmos more than 2,000 years ago that remain valid is an indication of the important impact that Chinese civilization has had on human thought. While you're here in China, you will learn that the Chinese scientists continue to be actively engaged in understanding the universe. They are building forefront facilities in the radio and optical regions. They have excellent theory groups, and they have an active space program that has an increasing scientific complement. The development of very large projects such as Lamos, near here in Beijing, FAST, the Domei base in the Antarctic, and in space, the X-ray and gamma ray telescope projects are important achievements of Chinese technology that are bringing the science of the universe to all people in China and the world. We are pleased that we've been able to put together a vigorous scientific agenda of symposium, sessions, discussions, invited reviews, and various opportunities to socialize that will provide you with occasions for you to interact with your colleagues. This afternoon we are especially honored in this inaugural ceremony to have present with us Mr. Xi Jinping, the Honorable pleased to welcome Ye Shuwan, Honorary President of the Chinese Astronomical Society, Chen Shi, Chief Executive Secretary of the China Association for Science and Technology, Bai Chunli, President of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Zhe Jun, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, Du Jianwan, Vice Minister of Education, Shi Zhiyong, Deputy Director of the Central Policy Research Office, and Ye Mingyong, Director of the National Natural Science Foundation of China. On behalf of the IAU and our hosts here in China, it is my great honor to present to you the Vice President of the People's Republic of China, Mr. Xi Jinping. Please welcome.
尊敬的主席先生、女士们、先生们、朋友们，今天来自世界各地的2000多名天文学家欢聚北京，参加国际天文学联合会第28届大会的开幕式。这是1935年加入国际天文学联合会以来，中国首次承办联合会大会。
这次大会是国际天文学界的一件盛事。我谨代表胡锦涛主席和中国政府、中国人民，对本届大会的召开表示热烈的祝贺。 向出席大会的各位来宾表示崇高的敬意和诚挚的欢迎。
天文学是人类认识宇宙的科学，是推动自然科学发展和高新科技发展、促进人类社会进步的最重要、最活跃的前沿学科之一，对于其他门类的自然科学和技术进步有着巨大推动作用。
浩瀚无垠的宇宙空间，让生活在地球上的人类充满好奇。未知什么？博大精深的天文科学，以其独特魅力， 吸引着世世代代有识之士为之孜孜钻研、不懈探寻。天文学作为一门研究天体和其他宇宙物质的位置、分布、运动、形态、结构、化学组成、物理形式、物理性质 及其起源和演化的学科，在人类认识世界、改造世界的活动中，始终占有重要位置。我们看到，天文观测的每一次重大发现，都不断深化着人类对宇宙奥秘的认识。天文科学的每一项重大成就，都极大丰富了 人类知识宝库。天文学和其他学科交叉融合实现的每一次重大突破，都对基础科学乃至人类文明进步带来现实的和长远的深远影响。中国作为世界文明古国之一，对于天文学的发展做出了重要贡献。 我们的祖先很早就在日出而作、日落而息的劳作中，开始观察和探究宇宙的奥秘。早在2300多年前，中国伟大的诗人屈原就发出了“随谷之出，随传道之，上下未形，何有考之”的著名天问。 公元前13世纪甚至更早，中华民族的先人就建立了天文台。中国至今仍保存着世界上历史最长、最完整的天象记录。90多年前， 中国现代天文学开始起步。1922年，中国天文学会成立。1928年，中国第一个现代天文研究所诞生。1934年，中国紫金山天文台建成。中华人民共和国成立以来，特别是改革开放以来，中国科学院建成了完整的现代化天文台站运行体系，既建成世界上光谱获取率最高的大市场光谱巡天望远镜之后，目前正在建设500米口径射电望远镜，并在空间天文和南极天文等重要前沿研究领域取得重要进展。天文学的发展是全人类认识宇宙的智慧结晶。天文学的发展历程给予我们不少的宝贵而深刻的启示。第一，科学技术发展是人类认识世界、改造世界的强大动力。科学技术是经济社会发展中最活跃、最具革命性的因素。人类文明每一次重大的进步，都与科学技术的革命性突破密切相关。
现代科学技术的发展正日益深刻地改变着人类的生产方式、生活方式和生存方式，成为经济社会发展的主要驱动力。实现经济社会可持续发展和人的全面发展，最根本的是要依靠科技的持续进步和创新。第二，科学技术发展需要不懈探索和长期积累。人类对宇宙奥秘的探求，同对其他领域发展规律的探索一样，是永无止境的。科学技术作为人类认识世界、改造世界的智慧结晶，是科学家们不懈探索、长期积累的创造性成果。
只有心无旁骛的潜心研究，永不停息探索脚步，在巨人的肩膀上持续不懈的前进，才能不断攀登世界科学高峰，推动人类进步。第三，科学技术发展需要持续重视和加强基础研究。天文学是一门观测科学，包括天文学在内的重要基础研究，要求我们尊重科研活动的内在规律和长远价值，以战略眼光对此进行超前部署，加大投资力度和保障力度，为科学家们的前沿探求提供长期稳定的支持，使他们不断有所发现、有所发明、有所创造、有所前进，取得更多对人类有重大贡献的科学成果。第四，科学技术发展需要打牢坚实的群众基础。科学技术是一项既造福社会又依赖社会的事业。科学技术发展需要广泛的公众理解和积极的社会参与，应该把科学普及放在与科技创新同等重要的位置，充分发挥教育在科技普及中的重要作用，在全社会、全人类进一步形成讲科学、爱科学、学科学、用科学的浓厚氛围和良好风尚，不断提高民众科学文化素质，不断激发人们创新创造的无穷动力和蓬勃活力。第五，科学技术发展 需要开展广泛务实的国际合作。科学无国界，广袤的宇宙空间是人类的共同家园，不懈探索浩瀚宇宙是人类的共同追求，蓬勃发展的天文科学是人类的共同财富。当今时代，科学技术问题越来越具有全球性。除了天文学等基础研究领域的国际交流合作以外，解决人类共同面临的能源资源、生态环境、气候变化、自然灾害、粮食安全、人口健康等重大问题，也都需要开展多种形式的国际和地区科技交流合作，以共同推进人类科技创新、文明进步和可持续发展，造福于全人类。当今世界是开放的世界，各国相互依存程度日益加深。改革开放30多年来，中国不但打开国门搞建设，也打开国门开展科技交流合作。特别是进入21世纪以来，世界自然科学界和工程科学界相继在中国召开了包括国际数学家大会、世界工程师大会等在内的一系列重要国际学术交流的盛会。这极大开阔了中国科技界的国际视野，加深了国际科技界对中国的了解和认识，促进了中国和国际科技界的相互交流、借鉴与合作，也为中国科技界对世界科技发展作出贡献创造了有利条件。我相信，国际天文学联合会第28届大会在中国的召开，必将对增进中国天文学家与各国天文学家的友谊，促进中国与国际天文学界的交流合作，推动中国天文学及相关学科发展产生积极影响。同时，必将激励包括中国在内的世界各国充满好奇和求知欲望的年轻人，把他们关注的目标投向灿烂星空，激发他们投身天文观察和天文学研究的浓厚兴趣，投身当今世界科学技术的创新实践。最后，我衷心祝愿本届大会取得圆满成功，衷心祝愿各国天文学家携手探索浩瀚宇宙，共创人类美好未来。谢谢大家。
We thank Vice President Xi for sharing with us his perspective and vision on the importance of science in society. As scientists, we recognize our responsibility to work with political leaders for the health of our science and society. We thank Vice President Xi for coming to speak to the IAU, and we wish him every success as he works for the benefit of the Chinese people. Thank you.
cannot imagine if the General Assembly could be held without sufficient contribution and support from our distinguished sponsors, exhibitors, and partners. This is no doubt. When people come together, magic happens. You can see the list of them on our program book and today's screen. Ladies and gentlemen, please join with me to appreciate our distinguished sponsor, exhibitor, and partners. Thank you.
The foundation created its International Prize Program with its inaugural prize in cosmology. The intent of the prizes is to call attention to the importance of accomplishments that benefit mankind in special important areas of endeavor. The IAU is pleased to have been chosen by the Gruber Foundation to collaborate with them on the Cosmology Prize since its inception. The IAU has an advisory role in the constitution of the selection committee, and as part of our collaboration, we are very fortunate to receive an annual grant of $50,000 United States from the Gruber Foundation to be awarded to a postdoctoral fellow. It goes without saying that the prestige and reputation of any award is determined by the quality of its recipients. By this criterion, the Gruber Cosmology Prize has done superbly. During the past decade, the Cosmology Prize recipients alone could write as authoritative a history of the universe as any group. The careers of the Gruber Fellows have also benefited greatly from the resources made available to them by the Gruber Foundation stipend. In the years of the IAU General Assembly, the tradition has been for the Gruber Cosmology Prize to be presented in this inaugural ceremony. We have been very fortunate to count on the presence of Patricia Gruber, the president of the Peter and Patricia Gruber Foundation, for past ceremonies. Regrettably, pressing family issues this year prevent Pat from being able to join us. In her place, it is my great pleasure to present to you Mrs. Sarah Rea, the Executive Director of the Gruber Foundation of Yale, who represents the Gruber Foundation for this year's Gruber Cosmology Prize ceremony.
Patricia Gruber sends her sincere regrets, and I'm honored to take her place here today to welcome you to the presentation of the 13th Annual Cosmology Prize, honoring a leading cosmologist, astronomer, astrophysicist, or scientific philosopher for theoretical, analytical, or conceptual discoveries leading to fundamental advances in our understanding of the universe. On behalf of Peter and Patricia Gruber and all of us at the Foundation, we are pleased to be here in Beijing to present at the 28th Annual General Assembly of the International Astronomical Union, and we thank you, Bob Williams, for the warm welcome. As mentioned, the Cosmology Prize was established in 2000 as the first Gruber International Prize, and I would like to acknowledge the vision and leadership of the Grubers in establishing this and the other prizes. This prize is presented in conjunction with the International Astronomical Union, and it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ian Corbett, its Secretary General, who will say a few words about this fruitful collaboration. Dr. Corbett.
Thank you. In collaboration with the Gruber Foundation,
the highest priorities of the International Astronomical Union is the development of astronomy and the use of astronomy in developing worldwide. In collaboration with the Gruber Foundation, it consists not only of the Cosmology Prize, but also, as you have already heard, of an annual fellowship of $50,000, which is administered by the IAU, and it is awarded to an outstanding young postdoctoral researcher of any nationality to study anywhere in the world. The fellowship has always been awarded to exceptionally talented researchers, and we have awarded it to researchers from Poland, India, Spain, Greece, Russian Federation, Mexico, UK, Colombia, and the USA. We heard a former Gruber Fellow giving an invited discourse last night. The 2012 Gruber Fellowship has been awarded to Anna Lisa Vari from Milan University. Her work focuses on the dynamics of globular clusters, work which she is now continuing at Indiana University in the United States. And I invite Anna Lisa to come up on the...
The official citation precise science. A colossal tug of war takes place. The hot fireball radiation resulting from the Big Bang exerted an outward pressure and the talent of the WMAP team. Measurement of the predicted fluctuations was made to extraordinary precision, a precision of a few parts in 100,000, or a few thousandths of a percent. As a result of the WMAP observations, it is no longer true that the words cosmology and precision cannot be used in the same sentence. The results have confirmed the now current but unanticipated standard model of cosmology, a universe in which 1/3 of the universe is composed of matter and 2/3 comprised of dark energy. On behalf of the Gruber Cosmology Advisory, I wish to offer my sincere congratulations to Chuck Bennett and the WMAP team for this extraordinary achievement. So, Chuck, if you
appreciative. We are grateful to Peter and Patricia Gruber for calling attention. Sarah Herrera, the Gruber Foundation Executive Director, and obsessive devotion to the WMAP mission and a quest to better understand our universe. Thank you all again.
Item, and I have great pleasure in introducing Jocelyn Bell-Burnell, who needs no introduction, who is going to talk on astronomy, an amazing subject, an amazing universe, as if we needed to be told.
Distinguished visitors, ladies and gentlemen, to 1912, 100 years ago, what did astronomers know or not know 100 years ago? Is also more recently. They were beginning to recognize that there were galaxies beyond the Milky Way, but clusters of galaxies and dark energy were not known. Nor were active galactic nuclei or black holes or jets. Neutral hydrogen and giant molecular clouds were invisible because at that stage the only astronomy was done in the visual band, and there was no idea that we could do astronomy at all the other wavelengths we now do it at. And nor was there any sense that there were particles like cosmic rays. Stars, of course, were known and studied, but their constitution was not yet determined. Their structure was unknown, not known. We have achieved a lot in the last 100 100 years, and I want to acknowledge that we have had funding from our governments, from foundations, from individuals. Without these, we would not have succeeded at all. Engineers, instrument builders, ICT specialists. Indeed, I would argue, and perhaps you agree, that we are all smart people. We have to be. And there have been many universes. Here is my list. And in recognition of WMAP and the Gruber Award, I start with that classic textbook spectrum. Perfect black body, temperature just under 3 degrees Kelvin. A beautiful example of science getting it exactly right. I love this one as well. This is the work by Gates and Genzel. It's an image of a sequence of images of the center of the galaxy. The date is given in the top left-hand corner. The blue elephant. There are many more wonderful names like that, but I haven't time to give you more. Another painting, more recent, by the influential Russian artist Kandinsky. He called his painting Stars. I think he was looking at Orion. For me, it has the same feel, the same slope as Orion. So I have reproduced a picture of the Orion constellation beside it. Inside it, I think he's been talking to an astronomer. Only astronomers know the Milky Way that way. And finally, as Karen Masters said a bit last night, there is a wonderful new development that relates many people to professional astronomers. We have been grateful to amateur astronomers who have discovered comets and who keep observing variable stars. But now there is a new development because we have a lot of data. We are inviting the public to help us with the European Large Telescope to see how large they are. Can you see on the left-hand image a person, a white person, standing on the balcony? And it's not so visible, but at the right-hand side of the right-hand picture, there is a very small person. These are huge telescopes, and we will have to have international collaborations to build them. And the other things that are coming along, I'll mention just two in the radio. The Square Kilometre Array.
Dear colleagues, good afternoon. When I was president of the Chinese Astronomical Society, our application to host the IAU 28th General Assembly in Beijing became successful. Today, I am glad this meeting is a success, and I wish all participants a happy and memorable time in China. China learned its modern science highest in the world. China is now one of the most advanced countries with respect to the supercomputer, steel making, hydraulic engineering, the high-speed train, the modern bridge, and so on. In addition, China has carried out many space missions and lunar exploration, and has set up a space lab. Best optical infrared projects. The Large Sky Area Multi-Object Fiber Spectroscopic Survey Telescope, LAMOST, is an innovative refracting Schmidt telescope. LAMOST has an aperture of 4.3 meters and a field of view of 5 degrees. It is the largest wide field of view telescope in the world. 4,000 optical fibers are put on its focal surface. Such a large-scale slit spectroscopic survey is unprecedented. At present, several other projects around the world are being planned along this direction. LAMOST was completed in October 2008. LAMOST is an 8-meter class telescope. Through the development of LAMOST, China has proved the basic ability to develop a 30-meter class telescope. Images of centimeter and decimeter wavelengths are important for addressing fundamental problems in solar flares and coronal mass ejections. The Chinese spectral radioheliograph, CSRH, will be the first new generation instrument of this kind in the world. It can obtain images with high temporal, spatial, and spectral resolutions simultaneously. It includes 2 arrays. The first array has been installed. The second will be finished next year. This is Shanghai 65-meter radio telescope. This find has claimed worldwide attention, and China has decided to develop a satellite named Dark Matter Particle Explorer DEM to further detect the high energies and the gamma ray in energy resolution, energy detection range, and background level. DEM surpasses other similar projects. It is the largest optical telescope in Antarctica. The following projects are being planned or conceived: 1. Antarctic Astronomical Observatory. The 3rd generation Antarctic telescope includes a 2.5-meter optical infrared telescope and a 5-meter. Has a brilliant ancient civilization. It has the largest population.
Respected Dr. Robert Williams, ladies and gentlemen, I'm much honored to welcome you all to the IAU 28th General Assembly establishment of the Chinese Astronomical Society. As it is known, the Chinese Astronomical Society started to make preparation for the IAU 28th General Assembly as early as August 2006 at the 26th General Assembly in Prague, when it succeeded in its bid for hosting this meeting. Early in 2007, the National Advisory Committee and the National Organizing Committee and the Local Organizing Committee were established to secure smooth planning and preparations for the meeting. Throughout the planning process, the close collaboration with IAU leadership and staff and the precious experiences from the 26th and the 27th General Assembly meetings have been of great help to us. I would like to take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to our counterparts from all around the world for their continuous guidance and support, in particular to Robert Williams, President of IAU, and Ian Corbett, General Secretary of IAU. In addition, I would also like to express our sincere gratitude on behalf of the Chinese Astronomical Society to many Chinese colleagues, scholars, and students for their hard work and deep involvement in the preparation, to the Chinese public for their enthusiasm, and to Chinese government for the sincere concern and extensive support. Chinese astronomy has a very long history. The recordings of the earliest astronomical observatory can be traced back to about 3,000 years ago, with eminent ancient astronomers such as Zhang Hen and Guo Shoujing, who are still being honored by the Chinese until present day. The Chinese Astronomical Society was initiated and established by Chinese astronomers in October 1922 during the very period of the anti-imperialist and anti-feudal May 4th movement. After the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, and in particular over the last 30 years, since China opening to the world, Chinese astronomy has experienced rapid development. At the same time, the Chinese Astronomical Society has grown extensively. Currently, the Chinese Astronomical Society consists of 17 science committees with branches scattered in different provinces around China. The Society has more than 2,000 individual members, and its member organizations come from relevant research institutions and universities all over the country. Up to now, the Society has more than 400 IAU members since it joined the IAU in 1935. Every year, the Chinese Astronomical Society holds a national annual meeting, as well as various kinds of seminars, workshops, and activities, such as the Chinese Astronomical Society has played a vital role in promoting scientific exchange and public awareness of astronomy. Chinese astronomy is developing, and we still have a long way to go to reach global level. As such, the IAU 28th General Assembly in Beijing will provide an opportune moment for Chinese astronomers to discuss and exchange views extensively with their international counterparts. It is my sincere wish that this meeting will give an impulse